Let's see what's cooking. It's time for Yo-Yo Makes 12.
Here we go, cheddar batter bread. Now in the video I'm only going to show you half a recipe because I only made one loaf. The full recipe, 2 loaves, is shown below, and I'm going to give you the ingredients as I go for the full recipe, but this is a half recipe that you're actually going to see. Start off with 2 envelopes of active dry yeast. Add to that 3/4 of a cup of warm water. Then you're going to add a tablespoon of melted butter and 2 cups of warm milk, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 3 tablespoons of sugar. Stir that around, add to that 3/4 of a cup of shredded Parmesan cheese and 3 cups, 12 ounces of shredded cheddar cheese. And stir that together. Now you're going to add 6 to 6.5 cups of flour, a little bit at a time, and stirring after each addition. And you may not need to use all of the flour. You're just going to stir in enough flour until you get a firm dough. So I just kept adding a little at a time, and eventually the batter will start to pull away from the sides of the bowl and it'll stick together, and you don't need to knead it at all. Just stir it together until it makes a firm dough. Then cover it, put it in a warm place until it's doubled, about an hour and a half. I put mine in my oven with just the oven light on, and it makes a nice little warm spot for it. Then you're going to stir down this dough with a wooden spoon or whatever you want to use, just to make sure to get all the air bubbles that have formed in it. Then you're going to grease 2 9 by 5-inch loaf pans. In this case I'm only going to do one because I made a half recipe. Put the batter in there and then let it rise until doubled, about 30 minutes. And cover it when it does so, but don't forget to grease whatever covering you put on there, because as you can see it's stuck like crazy to it. Now you're going to make a topping, which is an egg white and a tablespoon of water, and just stir that together, and you're going to brush it over the top of the loaf until the top is covered with the egg white water mixture. Then you're going to prepare a little bit of a sprinkling topping, which is some poppy seeds, some paprika, some celery seed, some poppy seeds, 1 minced garlic clove, and 1/2 cup of finely shredded cheddar cheese. And the ingredients, the amounts will be in the description box if I'm going a little bit too fast. And just simply stir those together. And I don't recommend you skip this part because really it adds a lot to the loaf to have this topping on there. And just sprinkle it on the top and then bake it at 375 for 25 to 30 minutes until golden brown, and remove it from the pan to let it cool on wire racks. This was delicious. We loved it. Give it a try.